Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, here's me Akila Surani. So in this video, I would like to share the tutorial on how we can use Nearpod, especially for all the teachers. So enjoy! Alright, so the first step on how we can use Nearpod is you need to go to Google Chrome and search Nearpod, which is Nearpod, and then you need to click enter. After done, you click enter, you can see the link is at the top, so you need to click in and it will directly bring you here. So as you guys can see, you need to sign up for free the teachers, not administrators, okay? So for the teachers, and then it will bring you here. So once you see this, you need to sign up with your Google account. Okay, so the next step, when you're already in, as you guys can see, the three lines at the left top. So when you click at the three lines, you actually can create a new lesson. So when you click at the create a lesson, they have three features that you can create your lesson. So the first one, either you want to upload a lesson, explore the Nearpod library, and if you are gold feature, you also can use Google Slides and on. Okay, so in this tutorial, I want to share the tutorial if you want clear a lesson by uploading a lesson. Alright, so once you already select the materials that you want to upload, you can choose to upload as individual slides and also create a slideshow. Okay, so once you already upload your teaching materials, it will show you here. So as you guys can see here, that the materials that you already uploaded. So it's also, you can also change the slides that you upload. So for example, I want to teach, since I want to teach my students 5 chunky, so I will rename these files to chemistry 5 chunky. So it's not just that, the Nearpod also have a shape that you can choose for your slides, and also have an image. So for example, I will choose my image to upload. So as you guys can see, I already upload the predictable. So Nearpod also provide the image that you can add, and also you can upload your videos from the YouTube, and you can also add the audio, or maybe you can record the audio and give also. And here's the tools that Nearpod provide for your slide. So you actually can, maybe you want to note something at your note. And not just that, Nearpod also provide the slide theme to make your slides becomes interesting. So for example, as you guys can see here, have many slide theme for you to use. For example, lemon soup, blue ripple, or maybe you want to dark colors such as ruby colors, blue pink, so all black. So in this video, I would like to stick with my original slide. Nearpod also have add questions with AI. So as you guys can see at the right, you can see the add questions with AI button. So when you click these buttons is actually works to make a quiz that you are create questions about. So for example, since I want to teach my students chemistry. So I want AI generate my questions that related about example elements in periodic table. Okay, so once you are settled down to your type here, as you guys can see, the create questions button at the bottom. So you need to click at that button. So yeah, so basically AI is totally can help you to generate your questions or maybe the topics that you want to give your students. So here the quiz that AI is already generated for you. Okay, so once you have done to read the question that AI is already generated for you, you also can select the questions that you either you want or either you don't want. So for example, I will select all. So once you already select the questions that you want to give for your students, you need to click the button at the bottom that written as save and edit the questions. Alright, so as you guys can see, the questions that AI is already generated for you is totally here. So as you scrolling down, you can see the question 1 until the 10 questions that AI is already generated. And also the AI also give the right answer to make the teachers feel easy. And not just that, the Nearpod also have the add activities with AI. Okay, so once you click at that button, AI actually also can create these interactive activities for your lesson. So here the iterative activities for the teachers. For example, poll or collaborate board, draw it, and also the open-ended equation. So in this tutorial, I want to use draw it. So basically, the draw it tools is actually that you and your students can do that based on the topics that you want to teach them. Alright, so once you already choose the tools that you want to use for your students, so basically the draw it is the questions about draw a simple diagram or chart that shows how the elements are grouped in the periodic table, and use colors and shapes to represent the different groups or types of elements. So in this video tutorial, I want to give example the drawing of my mapping about element for each group. Okay, so you also can add a timer for your activity class. So maybe you want to give them 4 minutes, or maybe you think like is a very short times. Okay, you want to add more, so maybe you want to add 7 minutes, or maybe you think like okay, I want to add more. So basically you can add anything minute or any second that you want to add. So after you done to choose what the activity timer for this activity, you can click the add button symbol. Alright, so after you done anything, so before you want to save and exit, you can also to check the slides that you want to give your students. So here you can see the preview lesson button. So once you click that button, you are actually can see the slides that you already made, or maybe the questions that AI already generated for you. So here the example slides. So yeah, the questions, or maybe you want to add videos. So all the videos and all the materials that you want to add and sharing with your students will appear here. So don't forget to save and exit. So as you guys can see at the top, there has a button save and exit. So click that button to make sure that your materials teaching is already here. So when you're going back to home, you are actually can see the slides that you already made for your students. So if you want to share, so here you can see the 3 dots line, the 3 dots. So you need to click that 3 dots and click at share button here. So here the another alternative that you want to give, or maybe you want to share the materials teaching for your two students. Either you want to enter the emails, or if you want to feel easy, you also can copy the link and share with your WhatsApp group. So I believe by copying link is so much easier, especially for all the teachers. Alright, so Nearpod also have a report. So you want to see a report, you need to click the 3 lines here, and as you guys can see, the reports button already have here. So you can see the reports of your students. So basically, this report is to track your students' progress. Especially when they already answer your quiz, maybe your task. So it's easier for you to track your students. Okay, so for update your information, so as you guys can see, you can see the profile that of you. So click at the my profile. So it has a lesson that you created, live participations, and also student base. Alright, so when you want to update your information, you can click the manage Nearpod account button. So once you click that, so you can change your email or your grade. So if you can choose what the grades that you are teaching. So for me, I want to teach higher education. So click the higher education. So for the subject, choose the subject that you want to teach, and also the country that you live, and the state, and also the school in your area. And not just that, you also can update your profile image. So maybe you want to change the avatar, or maybe you want your students know you, so you can upload your picture here. So once you settle down, you also can go to the lesson setting. So this has a several lesson setting that Nearpod provide. So for example, basic student setting, you can on or off the button autofill student names. For the accessibility settings, maybe you want to enable immersive reading. So if you want, you can click the on button. So if you don't want, you just click the off button. Alright, so I think that's all from me, and I hope this video tutorial will help so much easier for you, especially to all the teachers that want to use Nearpod platform to teach your students. Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you for watching.